Do I have to... Oh! I thought it was still a loading screen! Is this actually what the game looks like? Is it all... like... Troy Baker. Phil Lamar? These are some names. Okay, I didn't know if it was like all iconic. I haven't seen anything about it, but I thought it was a little bit more. I thought there was more detail. I didn't think it was all. What am I looking for? Like sort of iconic and symbolic representations. This is really cool. I'm like letting the intro play out because it's actually a really neat way of doing it. There you go. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure there was like graphics and colors and stuff. Landing site number 0, 100%. On-off button, presumably an upgrade button. First directive, build an aluminium mine, except it's spelled the American way. Core mines. Oh, we got a call coming in.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth. Are you with us? Do you copy?
Affirmative, Houston. I am with you.
Great. The primary Mars module has already touched down at the designated.
I like the voice acting.
It's your turn to take control of the mission. Check the left edge of your display. You'll find your directives there. Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars's surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. You ready?
I think we might be playing as an AI.
Go ahead
I
and
think Amy might be an
initiate
AI.
our terraforming mission. Houston out.
All right, aluminum mine takes, what are my resources? I have some aluminum. What's the other one it's going to use? It's going to use some steel, and we've got some electronics, but we don't need it for this. Now, as I say, that looks like an aluminum. Oh, it does sort of lock there. All right. Input, output. Oh, so it's going to take raw resource and produce probably ready to go aluminum. Oh, yeah, we got a little bot moving resources around. I love the way this map is represented. Absolutely adore it. Holy crap. Love the UI, too. Like, everything here is just visually very strong, very appealing. That's being built up.
The view of Mars from up here is fascinating. The landscape is so cratered and desolate. Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing. It's me.
My
I am
self-aware
talking
AI?
to myself. I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them. What an interesting function. I would like to test this some more. What other observations can I make about Mars?
Decide. Inspiring.
This planet is so resilient.
Yeah, like the little road that gets built.
It inspires great things.
Oh, build silicon mine, build a glass kiln. Mines silicon over here. Okay. Look at all the like extra like stuff that appears. Factories, glass kiln. So this takes in presumably silicon and produces glass. It needs power, which is probably going to be a thing. Looks like it can build it anywhere. Okay, there's a regular train here, but it'll work there and it'll interconnect. And again, I'm assuming it's taking in silicon to do this, so I'm going to build it here. Like the blue circuitry that goes there, yeah, is it like, I don't know if it's trying different paths. It's like actually showing you the A-star pathfinding, which would actually be really nifty. Cool, man. You were wrong. The internationally, it doesn't matter. People can go both ways. It's totally accepted both ways. I mean, Mars is resilient. I mean, it's been there for like, you know, I don't know, a couple hundred years at least. Mars. I'm sure Mars has been around for at least a couple hundred years. I'm not wrong. All right, there's our silly cone mine. Yeah, raw produces those blocks, which is exactly what the glass kiln was looking for. Hopefully, okay, we have just enough steel to finish this. We don't have a lot of resources left over. So glass is showing it now, probably because there is going to be some production for it, which is good. Oh yeah, so there's not going to be any projection problems over here. No Mercator projection bullshit. So Terra Sabea is where we landed. I wonder if that's randomized. It might be the same for the campaign. It might be different in the sandbox. It might be able to choose your own area. Alright, solar farm, steel factory. One of these, is it because there's no inputs right now? That would make sense. So it's waiting for this production to actually happen. Then it's going to do that. Alright. Solar farm, where do we see our power? Oh, right over here. So I've got some excess power. Traffic, 1 of 1. 1 worker, 1 hub. Structures, limit is 100. New buildings available. Oh, so we got pop-ups. Okay, so let's get the solar farm up. Well, actually, if we have enough power, maybe steel factory. So the steel factory, I'm sure, is going to need iron. So we should actually build the iron mine first. But, it does use 5 power. Okay, solar farm first, then. Oh, that's showing consumption. Just checking to see if the output changes or anything. It looks like it's all kind of samey. We got mines over there. I don't want to be in the way. So maybe I'll build it out over here, because I don't think we're really going to build much right there. I mean, maybe being further away is a problem. I don't know if it uses more resources, if it takes longer to do things. I'm not sure. But we'll get some extra power, because we don't have enough to finish everything right now. I think it does build the things basically in order, so I could probably queue up the next thing, which I'm thinking an iron mine. Oh, that's not the iron mine. Well, the iron mine's up there. Now, that's interesting, because it's not actually showing the connection. No power too far. Worker hub. Increase the number of workers base can support. Actually, that seems like a good idea. First of all, more workers, and it will provide connections. I could also build the steel farm over here, but why not get an extra worker hub? White circles have to touch. Okay. Where does it go over here? Yeah. Dark, no power. That's because the other thing is still waiting to be built. Oh, maybe it's just a priority. Maybe that's not an upgrade. That might just be a priority thing. I love the way this looks. Oh my gosh. It does make me think very much of Surviving Mars. Very much. Here, prioritize this. How come you're not... Oh, is it my little drone recharging itself? It might be recharging itself or waiting for resources. It's waiting for glass, which is slowly being produced. There it comes out, because, well, there's no output there, but there is here, which is going to deliver so that this can start working and produce some glass. Yeah, that's all it is. Okay. It's a battle game? I don't think it's a battle game. I think it's just a colonization game, but I don't know. I've actually been sort of avoiding some of it so we can discover it together. You do get bio trophies, colonists later, right? Just doing the initial setup. It's like Terraforming Mars. This is like, or Surviving Mars. Well, it's like both. Terraforming Mars, by the way, fantastic board game, and now I really have to play a round of Terraforming Mars. It's gonna be a craving. But also Surviving Mars. Give me that kind of vibe. I wonder if one's gonna replace the other in terms of my personal interest. I don't know. Is there a fast forward button? I'm just waiting for production right now. Reminds me of the old Settlers games. That's true. Delivering more silicon here. So this is mostly the bottleneck, actually, is waiting for the silicon to be produced. Speed up time. Top left. Oh, right over here. Thank you. Let's go to max speed for a sec. Since right now we're just input limited. I don't know how many games I bought because of you. Yeah, I'm a bad influence. Or the right kind of influence. One or the other, I don't know. Oh, incoming call.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
Copy. Reading you loud and clear.
I got the power.
I didn't introduce myself earlier.
Why is this dropping? Maybe these repairs.
I'm Dr. Nathan Foster. I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway. We put you in hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order. Why don't we start with your core memory? Can you state your primary directive?
I'm assuming that it's, like, preparing a Martian colony.
I can, Dr. Foster. My mission is to terraform Mars. This will enable humanity to become an interplanetary species.
All right. Next, I'd like to check your decision-making
Why
processes.
would anyone pronounce it GIF?
You may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base. So your workers may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them. How would you solve this problem?
I wasn't listening. Yeah, build worker hubs. That's totally what I just did.
Building worker hubs between the resources and the base
Or
would
extra
solve the
buildings so they
problem.
interconnect. That would also work.
Yes, that's correct. Other buildings would extend your base as well, but they require more power and resources. So worker hubs are the most efficient way to do it.
I like the way they're doing this tutorial.
This mission's going to be a challenge. There's a lot
Can't
that
do
can
that,
go
Dave.
wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system.
Massive network.
You're
on the
well
planet
beyond
here.
that. We made you an artificial consciousness.
Yes.
That means that you have both self-awareness and self-interest.
That seems
That
super
is
dangerous.
the last thing I would like to check today.
Seems super
Is that
dangerous.
okay?
Yes, Dr. Foster.
Very good. Then would you please state a positive and a negative aspect of yourself?
This is really interesting. This is really interesting sci-fi writing. Answer not found. Unknown error. Oh no, answer not
I
found.
am sorry, Dr. Foster. Running that question through my cognitive system did not
Then
return
human
an
probe game?
answer.
Yeah.
Roger that.
Only Shen,
Nothing
have
to
you
worry
played
about. Just means
Universal
your system
Paperclip?
requires more input and experience to process that question. That will come with time. Let's proceed with the mission. ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars.
Already?
You'll need to expand the base to prepare. So get to work on that.
It's only
I'll check
planet.
back in
Potentially
later to
even
see how things are
self-interested
going.
AI. What could
Base
possibly go
expansion is a
wrong?
go. Houston out.
All right, so more things are probably unlocking, but yeah, we have to get the steel factory. So the iron mine is up. Great. So steel factory next, and I'll just go ahead and put it between these two. They approved it, doesn't mean they're sending them now. Oh, that's true. I mean, although it would take a while to get there, right? If you want to play Terraforming Mars, you can always do it for the multiplayer later. That is an interesting idea. Now, with Terraforming Mars, there's a very good version available on Steam or for your phones. It's really quite fine, quite lovely. And if you want to play with AI. There's also, and the problem is I don't know what the legal status of this is. There is also a version of Terraforming Mars, yeah, the board game, on GitHub. That is quite good because it includes all like the expansion content and stuff. It doesn't have an AI mode or anything, but it's quite good. But I don't think it's like, it's not official, and so I'm not sure what the status of it is, vis-a-vis copyrights and whatnot. Terraform Mars is our group's favorite board game. I like it a lot. We do bounce between a few different ones. We've been doing a lot of Through the Ages. We've got we like Charterstone. Actually, the digital version of Charterstone is fantastic, and we're just finishing up our second full campaign. Yes, the Steam version has multiplayer. Of course, it has multiplayer. That's not what I was saying. The Steam version has multiplayer, and it also has AI, which is the big thing. If you want to play on your own, you can play with the Steam version. It doesn't have any expansions. I think they're bringing the Prelude expansion to it finally. But the Git version has all the expansions available, and a lot of support for common house rules and things like that are quite good. Whereas the Steam version doesn't have that. But yeah, I played the multiplayer version on Steam quite a few times. Still needs carbon and iron to become. Oh. Carbon. Where do we put down a carbon mine? Is that it? Yeah, there we go. It's too far, which means we'll need to extend with maybe another worker hub in between all this. Okay. So, the steel factory over here, actually, can I cancel? That turns it off. Oh, there we go. Scrap it. We'll put the steel factory a little bit more central then. Check your power grid. Well, we were because of the lack of power over here. We just did this. So this should cause the connections. Yes, I saw that, Shane. You have an idea for a Van Neumann probe SpaceX game, but don't have time to develop it. But did you answer me? Actually, had you played Universal Paperclips? It's an incrementer. It's a web game. It's great. Power can't reach the iron mine. Oh, without the steel factory. That's what it's complaining about. Okay. Can I, like, rebuild, cancel this after all? I know, I'm like, my poor little worker bots are going to be so confused about things. I wonder, 1... Oh, yeah, good. Excellent. 1 through 5 controls the speed. Chugga, chugga, chugga. There we go. Oh! Oh, I assumed the power would flow along the roads. But for the power, you actually have to be within range of this. So the roads just show that your workers can reach places. Well, I might have put that somewhere else, but okay. So let's extend the power grid, like, way over here, then. How about we do that? For future construction. I mean, look in this. I mean, if you Google, okay, hold on. Universal paper clips. Boom. Here's the link. It starts off, it seems like just any old sort of clicker incremental game. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. Definitely would recommend. It, like, completely transforms itself, like, several times. And it's based on a thought experiment about AI. What if you design an AI, very simple AI, you know, its job was just to make paper clips. And how that could potentially go wrong if, you know, depending on how you consider things. Only clicker game I never played. Yeah, and it's not that much of a clicker game. It looks like it's a clicker game. It's something entirely different, and I think it's a really slick UI. Although this is now taking, like, the cream of the crop, like, slick UI here. So, I think we're just waiting for some construction material, which should finish this. Yeah, it needs one more electronics. Hopefully we have enough electronics sitting around. It's possible that we didn't build this in the right order, and we, like, screwed ourselves in the corner. So an electronics factory will take silicon and aluminum. Oh, we have both of these. So I could actually throw down an electronics factory over here in case we don't have enough. Website is dead. Did you guys kill the website already? Wow. I mean, it runs just in JavaScript, so as long as it loads once, you're going to be fine. I think there's a mobile version of it as well. Like, you can just get from the App Store. Like, you might have to pay $1 or something for it. Don't stretch too far. Maintenance is a thing, and there's buildings with certain cover. Oh, man. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We don't have steel, so I can't build the electronics factory. We may have to restart. We might have just painted ourselves into a corner here. That's true. I could build this back in the center if we're going to have power over here. That's true. Because its connection didn't actually matter, but I don't know, we may as well leave it there for now. But did we just get checkmated? Worker hubs use it. Yeah, so I might have built too many worker hubs. Hang on, let's restart. It's a little bit annoying that effectively the start of the campaign, which is still very much a tutorial, can get you just, like, you can just get stuck and then, like, there's literally nothing you can do. In some games, when you're still in the early sort of tutorial phase like this, they'll do a thing where, like, if that happens, they, like, send you an emergency shipment, right? If they detect that you've, you know, run out of material before you could build X, they send you that. Dismantling buildings, maybe we could have gotten some value back. That's true. Did we get whiskey and chocolate just now? Where's my Streamlabs? There it is. Oh, Shen! Yes, yeah, I hope you like it, Shen. I've played it a bunch of times. We do get to see the really cool intro again. I mean, and the start, like, it'll take us, like, 2 minutes to get back to where we were, because we weren't actually that far, now that we know what buttons to hit. But that is a little annoying. Go to the mine. Go, top speed.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth. Are you with us? Do you copy?
Oh, slightly different position, isn't it? Yeah, slightly different. Oh, confirm.
Affirmative, Houston.
I'm just gonna hit the same buttons as last time.
Great.
Well,
the primary
maybe you
Mars
should hit different
module has
things.
already touched down at the designated landing zone. It's your turn to take control of the mission. Check the left edge of your display. You'll find your directives there. Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars' surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. You
Or the
ready?
6 minutes answer. Oh, with the lag?
Go ahead and
From-
initiate our terraforming mission.
Smart, yeah.
Houston out.
I like how it tells you to build the steel factory. I guess it's assuming you're going to figure out the rest, although we didn't realize we needed the carbon mine. But where's the iron? So that's still the problem. The iron is way over here. Anyway, we'll plop it down. We'll plop this. And we'll put the, sorry, not electronics, steel factory over here to interconnect everything up. So we clearly need all those.
The view of Mars from up here is fascinating.
We get full refunds.
The
for buildings.
landscape is
all right,
so
so we could have
cratered
backed
and
up
desolate.
and redone it all. Okay.
Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing. It's me.
Now we don't have enough power.
I am talking to
We'll clearly need a
myself.
solar farm.
I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them. What an interesting function. I would like to test this some more. What other observations can I make about Mars?
Build a second worker bot after you build the hub. Seems like that might be a thing. So I mean, so the landing site acts as a hub. We could build another hub, although I'm going to wait for now. Try to minimize how much I actually spend. Oh, we'll try attention
I
grabbing this time.
keep marveling at its carmine landscape.
No. Oh, there we go. Make this the priority. Although you're mostly going to wait for glass. And aluminum and electronics. Yeah, okay. So the solar farm will get created as soon as we've got glass. Although, we might have to toggle some things on and off. I'll turn off the carbon mine for now. We don't need you. There you go. Turn you off to save power. To make sure the glass kiln is working. Yeah, there you go. I think it was collecting silicon over here, not there because it wasn't running. That should give us enough power to complete the solar farm, which is the priority here. Okay. Yeah, so when we actually build a worker hub, we'll see if we can build multiple workers as well. See, if I'd realized we could just dismantle all the buildings for a full refund, maybe we would have done that without a restart. But, I mean, again, we're virtually right back where we were. We're still waiting for glass. Actually, all the deliveries. Oh, can you not... Will you not be able to go there until this is built? I mean, we can't build this because of this. Hold on. Let me just trash this. Because I'm thinking it might not be willing to finish this. There you go. Yeah, because it wasn't the right path. There you go. Now get you going on, and then we'll stick that back down. Okay. So now we'll have enough power. So I can turn this back, and we'll just have enough power in general.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
Copy. Reading you loud and clear.
Excellent. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I am Dr. Nathan Foster. I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway.
Yes, I just offset
We put
the
you in
scale.
hibernation for the trip
scale
from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make
Although
sure
this is
it's
interesting because it
all in
actually
order.
broke the path,
Why don't
but it's still
we
using the
start
path
with your
now.
core memory. Can you state your primary directive?
I'm gonna admit forgetting this time.
I am afraid that I cannot.
That's okay. Your system may need more time to initialize. In the meantime, you can always refer to the mission guidelines printed in the upper left corner of your display there. You'll also have a built-in knowledge base. You can
Yeah, the
always
voice actor's doing a
access your
fantastic
operational
job.
directives there. All right. Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes. You may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base. So your workers may not have the
It's
battery
whiskey
capacity
and
to
chocolate. Hey,
reach some
Dream.
of them.
Shape of
How
the
would
circles
you
is
solve
peculiar.
this problem?
The white circles. I'm gonna suggest placing new buildings this time.
The reach of my base is determined by the buildings within it. Therefore, I could build a factory or a solar farm between the base and the resource vein.
That would work, Amy, yes, but make sure to factor in the costs. Buildings require a decent amount of power and building materials. Worker hubs don't require as many resources, so they're the better choice.
Worker factory available. Congratulations, more workers can be produced in these new factories. Check the building menu to initiate the process. And remember, in the event that your worker factories are not producing as many workers as expected, check the following conditions. The factory has the resources needed to make more workers. Prioritize production of this building to make sure it does. Your base has enough vacant worker hubs to host new workers. Okay.
They'll extend your base and also give your workers a place to dock and recharge. This mission's going to be a challenge. There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you an artificial consciousness. That means you have both self-awareness and self-interest.